Okay, guys, this got me laughing. This got me laughing pretty hard.
Hey, hey, I'm on vacation every single day because I love my occupation. Hey, 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 I'm on vacation. If you don't like your life, then you should go and change it.
Apparently, the prosecutors say a Chester County man used a gift card glitch to defraud eBay of $320,000. Here's what he bought. Okay, we've all had that situation where we've got that scam buyer. It doesn't happen often. There's not a whole lot of scammers on the platform. There's some, but we can admit that they're probably a definite minority. But we all know what eBay's response is. Every single time we call, hey, it's just the cost of doing business. I would have loved to been in the boardroom when they said, uh, we've been defrauded for $320,000. I would have just crossed my arms, put my hand on my chin, and just said, that's the cost of doing business. Anyways, I want to share this with you. Me and Hulk Hogan, me and my brother, we're going to show you this news story. So let's watch this. Let's read it together. It says Chad Brody found an online gold mine in October 2016 when he discovered a glitch on eBay that let him buy anything you wanted virtually free. Brody, a 24-year-old from Coatesville, Chester County, figured out how to over-redeem eBay's gift cards again and again without the cards getting charged. For 2.5 months, Brody went on an epic shopping spree, paying virtually nothing for more than 3,000 items valued at roughly $320,000, according to federal prosecutors. Uh, Hey, you know what eBay tells me? $320,000 to eBay is probably like $10 to me, maybe even less. And if I get scammed for an item that's between $5 and $10, you know what they're gonna tell me? Nah, just cost of doing business. Suck it up. They make a federal crime out of it. They get the federal prosecutors involved. Okay, I do understand it's over $500. It is a federal offense and it is a big deal. You can't allow people to get away with stealing, no matter if it's $5 or if it's 500,000 or 5 million. Can't let people steal. That's Here's that eBay. Don't let people steal. Brody bought Macs, iPhones, speakers, small gold bars, and even cash. The dude bought cash, $100 bills. Court records show he obtained a cotton candy maker, a cordless vacuum cleaner, a brass eagle statue, and a Star Trek sushi set. Which there is actually a link to that. Let's see. Let's check that out. Nice. Literally. Hey, if you're gonna steal, buy stuff that you can use, right? I can't believe that's the one item they linked to though. Wonder how many have been sold because of this article. Okay, he sold much of his bounty, converting Xbox controllers, wine glasses, and smart thermostats into cash. But he kept the sushi set. The sushi set. But exploiting that glitch could put Brody behind bars. He pled guilty to 2 counts of wire fraud in June and faces up to 40 years in prison. Court record shows prosecutors recommended imprisonment with the range of 27 almost choked. 27 to 33 months. Holy cow. Plus restitution and a $3,000 fine. You got to pay back like $350,000. Oh, and another 3 grand on top of all that. While Brody's attorney had asked the judge to let him serve up to half of his sentence outside prison. How do you go to prison? Not in prison. A sentencing hearing is scheduled for May. So Brody, who does volunteer IT work for a nursing home, oh my gosh, said he could not comment on the case without his lawyer. His attorney, Philadelphia lawyer Andrew David Montroe, did not return requests for comment. In letters to the court, the family members described Brody as a young man who struggled academically in college and associated himself with an online community that took him down the wrong path. What? 4chan? Was he hanging out on 4chan? I can only imagine. Where was I at? But they said that he turned his life around and graduated from Penn State with good grades. Well, that's good. Got away from them e-thugs and stopped defrauding eBay months before federal agents knocked on his door. Brody has complete remorse for his actions, his family wrote, and pleading for leniency. He had no idea he was being investigated or watched and stopped what he was doing on his own. He realized he was hurting others and found a better place and life to be a part of. Loretta Browdy, Chad's mother, wrote in a letter, Chad has totally turned himself around and it is a benefit to the community. Prosecutors say Chad Brody only stopped the scheme once eBay patched the software error that exploited. The defendant had a choice. He could have reported the glitch. It says the U.S. Attorney William McSwan. McSwan! What a name. It's like McSwan. I don't even trust a guy named McSwan. Said in his statement in June when Brody was charged, but he chose, sorry, I'm sorry, it's like 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm tired, but he chose greed and crime over honesty. Just like every other politician and anyone working inside the hierarchy of our government. They don't like competition. He took a full advantage of the glitch and exploited it not once or twice, but more than 1,100 times, obtaining more than 3,000 items through fraud. The eBay glitch would fail to deduct monetary value from a gift card when a product was purchased with both the gift card and another payment method, prosecutors said. When buying items, Brody would put nearly all of the product's cost on the gift card, which would not get charged, and only a nominal amount on the other payment method, prosecutors said. That allowed him to buy items at virtually no cost. The software bug existed from fall 2016 to January 2017. Holy cow, that's a long time. Court records show one other person discovered and took advantage of the glitch, but spent far less than Brody, according to eBay. The company expected to be awarded full restitution from Brody. Oh, okay. So you expect to get your money back, but we can't get our money back. It's just chalk it up to doing business when it's our money. But when it's your $350,000, you want every penny of it back. You're taking them to task. You're getting the federal courts involved and everything. And it was your glitchy, crappy, junky platform software that caused the problem, not mine. Anyways, I'm getting a little excited. It says the company expects to be awarded full restitution from Brody, and he has recovered $843 so far by charging his gift cards that had remaining balances. I love this. We have zero tolerance for criminal activity on our marketplace. Really? You do? Zero tolerance. Okay. Stay focused, John. We can make it through this. We can do this. We can. Me and Hulk. Me and Hulk with the 22-inch pythons, or 28-inch pythons, or whatever. We're gonna get through this without dying. We I can't even say this. Have zero tolerance for criminal activity on our marketplace. Zero. None. They don't. No. And we are pleased that this individual has been brought to justice, says eBay spokesperson Ryan Moore, said in a statement. E-commerce fraud jumped 35% in 2018 among online retailers that made $10 million or more in sales, according to a survey of 200 companies by LexisNexis. That's a nice name. Risk Solutions. LexisNexis Risk Solutions. From mid-2016 to mid-2017, 5,000 companies across 8 industries lost $57.8 billion because of e-commerce fraud, according to reports by acronym PYMNTS, which covers payments and commercial news and signified a fraud protection firm. Holy cow. Holy crap. How many walls could you build for $57 billion? That's absolutely insane. That's crazy. That's insane. 57 billion with a B, billion. That's amazing. For mid to large size e-commerce merchants, each dollar of fraud results in $3.20 in losses. How does that work? LexisNexis Risk Solutions found, I want a t-shirt that says that. These additional costs can include chargeback fees, merchandise replacements, and labor or investigation expenses. Or people like me calling into eBay going, hey, you got somebody on your platform screwing people, and they go, well, we don't have no proof. We can't prove it. We can't, and we got to take their word for it. So, it's the cost of doing business. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for letting me vent. For mid to large size e-commerce merchants, each dollar of fraud resulted in $3.20 losses. We've already read that. It is not just a 320,000 that was lost by eBay, said Kimberly Sutherland, Senior Director of Fraud and Identity Management at LexisNexis Risk Solution. That makes me tired just saying it. You could multiply that by 3.2, and that might be a better explanation of what the impact was. Wow. So he's almost $1 million. So when I'm gonna tell eBay, I read your story, and the next time someone steals like $100 for me, I'm gonna say you can multiply that by 3.2. That was $320 it was stole from me, eBay, according to LexisNexis Risk Solutions. E-commerce fraud typically involved bad actors taking over consumer accounts, often using the personal information obtained in major data breaches. Cybersecurity experts said hackers have also implanted credit card information stealing software on e-commerce sites, and customers have defrauded companies by ordering online with credit cards, then canceling the charges even though they have received the goods or services. Chargeback? Yes. Exploiting an existing glitch like Brody appears to be less common, but there are cases. In January, a homeless man in Britain discovered a glitch on his debit card when he reportedly spent 68 British pounds to a store, even though that he didn't have a penny to his name. He went on a £60,000 spending spree and went to jail for 2 years. Brody used 4 different eBay accounts and 113 gift cards to make 1,100 transactions, exploiting the software glitch, according to court records. None of the eBay accounts was registered to Brody's complete name, but they included his last name and home address, and Brody conducted the scheme using a computer at his Coatesville home, prosecutor said. So, having multiple buying accounts is probably not a good idea, eBay. I'm just going to throw that out there. I mean, I could understand someone having like a couple of selling accounts, maybe a buying account, but this guy apparently had multiple. Let's see here. And apparently none of the accounts was registered to Brody's complete name. So if he would have like registered all of these accounts, if he'd have been, let's look through the logic of this. If he would have registered these accounts under a different name, sent the merchandise to different addresses, used public computers to access all of this, they would have absolutely zero case from him to be able to track him and find out all the fraudulent activity. They would not be able to track this guy down. Who knows? Who knows? Go find a homeless guy, give him $20 and have him open up a mailbox, etc. I mean, I'm not telling anyone how to commit fraud, but I'm telling you there is a definite problem on the platform, and this is just a big old fat spotlight on it. Let's see here. Things would come in the mail frequently, but Chad said not to worry about it, that it was all purchased legally, and that he had money saved up from previous jobs he worked, wrote Jeffrey Brody, Chad's older brother. Nobody thought anything of it. Brody resold items on eBay, the social media site Reddit, and Swappa, and technology e-commerce company. Prosecutors said, but the feds don't know how many products he resold, although authorities said that he purchased 3,000 items. They said he did not have nearly that many when the FBI searched his home. Well, there you go, folks. What do you think about that? What do you think about that, Hogan? I think that it's a bunch of crap, brother. I think that he scammed eBay, and that part's kind of funny because, well, they kind of scam us. I do agree, Hogan. I agree with that completely, 100%, 100%. Yeah, I think that we should call eBay and tell them that we're not going to be scammed anymore. If it was only that easy, Hogan, I would do it in a second. So, anyways, I appreciate you guys for watching. You're probably going to all unsubscribe from me now, and which is perfectly fine. But I think this is absolutely hilarious. Me and my buddy Hulk Hogan. Hope you guys have a good night, and God bless. I like everything about you.